Hello everybody and welcome back to Mudrunner. I believe this is episode 4 now that we're on, and in today's episode we are going to be taking this massive trailer to go unlock the garage that is in this upper corner here. I'm not going to say a specific direction because, I mean, that's south, that's north. I mean, I guess north is typically up, so I guess it's the bottom left corner or the southwest corner, but it just depends on what way you look at the map. To get there, we are going to be going back up this road and then taking a right and going here to the paved road, or going this way up to this paved road and driving. I would go this way up to the road, but I'm just afraid that this truck is going to get stuck. I mean, so much shorter though. You know what? Let's live life on the edge. Carpe diem. Seize the day. I guess that's my new motto. I said it in the last episode too. But that's what, I guess that's going to be our plan for today. And we'll do some other stuff, of course. Maybe, probably. I mean, this shouldn't take too long, maybe less than 10 minutes. Hopefully, at least. It's all about hope. Come on. Okay, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I didn't mean to go into that menu. We're probably going to have to rely on our winch here quite a bit, but we're going to try. I mean, the winch is actually apparently going to end up being the only thing dragging us through here. Which makes sense. This is not an off-road truck, and we have this massive semi-trailer. So, I definitely see why. Ooh, that is a perfect winch point. It'll get us up here. We are on a bit of a hill, so that's part of the reason it's harder. And it looks like the rest of this trail, even though it is muddy, isn't quite as muddy as some of these other parts. Not too much farther. Kind of a little bit. A lot farther, but I didn't realize how much of this was uphill. But we have not ever backed down from a challenge. I don't know why I said that. So weird. And yes, I think I've backed down from a challenge. I'm not going to blame you guys for that. Probably would have loved to have seen it, but nope. Sometimes I'm just not one for the challenge. Kind of suck at challenges, I have to be honest. This is a really fun game though, and even when I'm in stressful or situations in this game that I may not enjoy in other games, I still like recording this. And there's some games like Poly Bridge that I don't like recording. The Mountain Blade Warband series, both of those that I've had series on. I'm starting one with Flores, and which is a mod pack as well as just the base game. Oh hey, look, we made it to the road. On both of those, I've just gotten so mad. Oh, and then in my first season of American Truck Simulator, I blamed the game or whatever, but I was just really bad, and so I kept making stupid mistakes and damaging my truck and everything. Oh, I got so mad. But anyway, in my second season, I did overall a lot better. I will admit there were a couple times where it's my fault, and I did get kind of mad. And there was also a couple times where it was the game's fault, but I think I managed everything a lot better. I was more skilled at that point, because I have over 30 hours in that game now. I played quite a bit in my off time. I also started doing it more how I wanted to with it, because I didn't enjoy recording it for a while, ETS or ATS, and then I kind of started doing it how I wanted to do it, which was in first person. And I've always seen people record it in third person, probably because it's more interesting that way, but I always preferred to play it in first person, so I just started playing in first person. I did longer jobs instead of the quick jobs that I had been doing for episodes, and overall I enjoyed everything a lot more. It was more fun, more relaxed. Unfortunately, both of those series, due to no demand, have been at least stopped temporarily. In case you didn't know, for a series, I continue it if one of the more recent videos within like the last 5 videos has more than 10 views, then I'll record a couple more episodes of it. And I do like to go back and check every once in a while. Because even if it's a series from a long time ago, I'll go back and renew it. There's some series that I have a hard stop on, like Poly Bridge. I'm literally so stupid I couldn't do any of the levels anymore because I just didn't know how. so it's a serious end to that, unfortunately. That was one of the more popular series on my channel, and here we are, Garage Unlocked. Cool. Well, there we go. It's very cool indeed. Alright, well we can leave this one here now, because I am actually going to haul, what is the car? Western Star, with the Western Star. Probably some medium logs with the Western Star. I just wanted to get that garage unlocked, so we'll have it if we need it, which we probably will at one point, almost definitely, if I was having to guess, which I am having to guess. I wish I would have taken a screenshot of that truck with the utility trailer for the thumbnail of this episode, but it's fine. Not a big deal at all. I like having different trucks for each episode, just doing different things. And this truck was the thumbnail of the last episode. But it'll obviously be a little bit different because we'll have some logs on the back and everything. Doesn't make that big a difference. I do really try to put some effort into my thumbnails, and some of them, like for Polybridge or for Forts, I'll just have like a game cover be the front page, but I try to take screenshots in these episodes, and then put some text, and then obviously an episode number, so they look a lot better and they're easier to read. I'm gonna do something real quick, so I'm gonna pause the recording for just a second here. Alright, I'm back. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I was talking about thumbnails and whatnot, but I do try to put effort in. Like I said, get that text, get that episode number in there. Let me know how I can improve. If you like thumbnails, have any suggestions. I got a few suggestions for my not Polybridge, but my City Skyline series the other day, and I really appreciate those. Unfortunately, once again, or not once again, but City Skylines is one of the series that's come to an end after 9 episodes. City Skylines Season 2, actually. I would love to renew it, and I might one day. I'm thinking about doing some sort of special series, and by the time this episode comes out, maybe I've already started it. I don't really know. Like, some sort of challenge. City Skylines, but I only build in triangles. City Skylines. Some sort of special type thing that I feel like would be fun to try. May record those today. I don't know. But looks like we are almost to the garage here. So we're gonna have to get some sort of log carrier hooked up, and then we're gonna have to go to the log station, and then we will have to take them to the sawmill. But here we are at the garage. And I'm also going to skip the night here. I'm gonna get rid of the log cart hitch just for now. I may change that. So we have a medium log trailer. This is a log carriage, which is short logs. Medium logs are 4 points, short logs are 3 points. I kind of hate carrying trailers, but I don't want to do the long log thing. Crane, grab, turn, anchor, rotate. I don't really know what the point of having a crane is, but that is interesting. I will most certainly go to that. You know, yeah, sure. We'll just do the short logs for now, at least. At the same time, I kind of want to do this. I mean, we could do both. See how it goes. We'll start with short logs, and then we can upgrade to doing short logs and medium logs if we want to. And then we'll try long logs. I'm not sure if that's all going to fit into this episode. We will, of course, see. But now, it is time to go to the log station. So we'll go to the log station up here, and then we'll drive along this road. Which we can't go through there because the block post won't be open since we'll have logs with us. Actually, I have a better idea. It's a little bit of a longer route, but it'll be a little bit easier without taking away all the challenge. I'll go this way. And then I'll go to this log station, turn around, go down this road, go across this bridge, and then go down this trail here, probably. Maybe go across this little shortcut here. Or I could go down this way and then take a left and then go down. That kind of just adds time, but that's what we'll do, I guess. Alright, yeah, let's test out this route. It's kind of funny, because sometimes in these episodes, and I may have even talked about this before, I really try not to repeat things that I've talked about. And I think overall I do a pretty good job of that. But sometimes I am kind of bad about it, and one thing, this is not actually at all related to what I'm trying to talk about, but at the beginning of so many episodes, whenever I start recording, I go, as I say, like, welcome back or welcome to. Oh shoot, that's not bad though. But I'll go like, welcome, and I don't really know why, and you've probably heard it a few times before. It might have even happened at the beginning of this episode. I don't know. I honestly don't check every recording. I don't check a majority of my recordings, I just do them. I wonder how many people I've scared away with my absurd audio settings and loud... I don't actually do that, but the clicking and the swallowing. That's really annoying. I don't really know what to do with that, because, I mean, in theory I could edit it out every single time, but that would take forever. And in total honesty, I don't edit my videos just because it's kind of a waste of my time to do it at this stage of my channel. So, I don't. Whenever this channel starts earning money, if it ever does, hopefully it will one day, I would really like to hire an editor to do that. But until then, with how many videos I upload, I try to pause on like boring parts where I'm doing nothing if I'm doing something. That was weird. Also, excuse me, where I'm, like, if nothing's happening, if I'm just trying to build something in a game and there's no really commentary that can be said, then I'll try to just pause and come back whenever that's finished. Great example of that was Factorio, where I would just sit for the game would just run for hours at a time. Which I started a season 2 of that as well. It didn't end up going... I mean, it went fine. We were actually at a really good point in the episode, or in the series, but nobody watched it. If you want to see it renewed, go back and get episode 5 or 4 to over 10 views, and I'll record 4 or 5 more episodes. But, anywho, that's kind of a random point. But some series, I just have to go... Like Factorio is what I was trying to say. With Factorio Season 1, there would be just literal hours, I mean, at a time, where I would just have to let it run while things built in my inventory, or things built up in chests from assembly lines. It was a really long process sometimes, where I would just have to pause and be like, okay, well, I'll either see you in the next episode and I'll leave the game running for 4 hours in between episodes, or alright, I'll pause, sleep, come back the next day. Okay, it's been, just a few hours now. More like 12. I don't think there was ever actually 12 hours. Maybe like 4 hours at the longest, where I was waiting forever for a ton of things in my inventory to build that I had queued up. A lot of that with the nuclear stuff and building a frick ton of solar panels for energy. It's a fun game though. I don't like recording it as much. It's actually my longest played game on Steam. I have like 160 hours in it in total. But most of my Steam time is split up between a lot of different games. Well, I say a lot. It's like 35 different games that I have that I've played for varying amounts of time. Most of the time at least 2 hours. Alright, get some short logs. This is nice. That is just beautiful. There's so many pretty scenes in this game. It is such a pretty game. Anyway, now we can turn around. Or... well, it's just longer if we go this way. It's a bit more challenging, though. You know what? We'll go this... I don't know. I just wish we could go across there. We can't though, it's too deep. I'll just turn around. I lied. I'm going this way. YOLO. You only live twice. I mean, you live 9 times if you're a cat, so... And I think that was the theme of the recent Puss in Boots movie, which I actually kind of want to watch still. Not gonna lie. Call me a kid, whatever you want. I heard it was good. I'm into good movies. Same reason I want to go see the Mario movie. It's done really, really well in theaters, so... Still haven't seen the Minions: The Rise of Gru either. Heard that was really good. I mean, I don't watch animated movies, obviously, since I'm a lot more grown up now. As I did say, like 10 and below. I feel like 12 was probably the last age that I watched more than just a couple animated movies a year. Probably seen a total of maybe 3 animated movies this year. So far. Well, maybe 2. But I watch a couple animated, or I'll go back for like nostalgia purposes and watch a couple episodes of some of the shows I did as a kid, and I promise I'm not talking about like SpongeBob or My Little Pony or Team Umizoomies or anything like that. But like the Teen Titans show, that one, that kind of thing that I watched whenever I was younger. Because I'll be nostalgic and want to see something like that, or every once in a while I'll watch one of like the DC animated things, or I don't really watch the Disney animated Star Wars shows. The Marvel What If show was really good whenever they did that. I heard they're coming out with a season 2 as well as a separate zombies series, but curious to see how that'll all come out. Hopefully pretty good. What If season 1 was good. The zombies episode of What If was really good. Probably my favorite Disney, not my favorite, well, my favorite Disney animated miniseries. Probably hands down. Probably hands down. Those are kind of oxymorons, aren't they? But hands down. I'll just say hands down confidently. Really, really good. Very, very enjoyable. I like watching them. The thing with TV shows, though, is that I really want all the episodes to release all at the same time, but then at the same time, I like having them spaced out because it's more of like having to wait, and you don't just binge it all at once. Kind of have to absorb the episode a bit more, but I don't know. So good. And The Last of Us was such an amazing series, and I really like how I did it, because I've been hearing a lot of things, and normally whenever I hear a show like being talked up constantly, I'm one of those people that whenever that happens, I just don't want to watch it at all. I don't really know what the deal is. That's why I still haven't watched Stranger Things, because everybody constantly praises it, and for some reason that makes me not want to see it. And it's a lot different with movies, because if everybody praises a movie, I really want to go see it, but if everybody praises a show, then I just don't want to watch it. But I watched The Last of Us under my friend's recommendation, and I was like addicted to it. I watched the first 8 episodes over the course of 2 days, which happened to Friday and Saturday. And then on Sunday, episode 9 came out, and oh my goodness, I was so happy, and that show was so good, and the plot, and Pedro Pascal is one of my favorite actors. I mean, I love whenever his wonderful Wonder Woman 1984 performance, and what was the movie that he did with Ben Affleck and Oscar Isaac? I don't remember what it was called. He was really good in that. Like I said, he was really good in The Last of Us. And then The Mandalorian, of course. I love his voice in The Mandalorian, and just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful actor. Great guy. Really, really funny. He's just so entertaining. Just so entertaining. I can't wait. I really, really, really hope they do a Last of Us Season 2. He was so good in that. They better. I mean, they had an amazing response to the first season, so I could definitely see them doing a second season. As a matter of fact, I find it highly, highly likely that they'll do a second season based on how well the first one did, just like with most TV series. But if you haven't seen the Last of Us series, if you have an HBO Max subscription, definitely go check it out. I remember I begged my dad, because whenever The Mandalorian first released, Mandalorian Season 1, that was way back in 2019. I remember I begged my dad to get a subscription for us so I could watch it, specifically so I could watch that, and he finally caved, and great show. I will say Mandalorian Season 3 so far, and by the time this comes out, it'll be a lot further into the series. As a matter of fact, it might be finished by the time this comes out. But it's been kind of lackluster, just a little bit, but at the same time really good. Anywho. But there's 3 points for the log mill. So that is great. We need a total of 13 more points, and then this lumber mill will be finished. And then that's the only one. So we will work on getting more points in the next episode. I thank you very, very, very much for watching, and if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. Bye!